Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, please subscribe. I'd really love that. If you're returning, how you doing? Don't forget, tonight, 7 o'clock, we're going live with a special guest. All right, so I decided myself to look more into this bio milk that Billy Boy decided to invest in, okay? Now, this bio milk is targeting infant nutrition by attempting to reproduce mother's breast milk in a lab. I know. The startup has just earned the backing of the world's top investors by raising $3.5 million in a Series A funding from Breakthrough Energy Investors. Now, Billy Boy's investment firm focused on climate change. And the co-founders hope that the breast milk produced by this bio milk, and it's BIOMILQ, from culturing mammary epithelial cells, will help reduce the carbon footprint that global infant formula market. Okay. Now, because I'm a mom, and a lot of you are too, or your grandparents, your aunts, your uncles, you are raising these children, I am going to say nay, nay on this bio milk. I am, however, going to give you a substitute. Now, you know that links will always be in the description box below. Okay. I've given you many recipes for infant formula. Here's another one. You're going to need a clean quart container, 13-ounce can of evaporated whole milk. Do not use reduced fat, skim, or sweetened condensed milk because it doesn't provide enough calories or nutrition. Okay. 18 to 19 ounces of water and 2 tablespoons of white granulated sugar or 1 tablespoon of light Caro syrup. Now, if you need to go dairy-free, take 1 cup of cooked rice, or brown rice has more nutritional value, 4 cups of water, and 2 tablespoons of white granulated sugar, and you'll need a blender. Okay. Now, the instructions are here in this link. Okay. Please look at it. All right. It's very important that we find substitutions so we can not worry about being able to feed our young children. On to this. A subscriber bought sausage on the 9th of May. It had the expiration date of May 23rd of 2022. She opened the box and it was rotten. She said, when I got it, I opened it the next day, and what in the world? Both boxes, Walmart took it back, and the lady at the service desk said, yeah, that's been happening more and more. And then she said, we used the homemade baby formula recipe with the evaporated milk, and she said her 8-month-old is happy and healthy. And she sent me pictures of her beautiful little angel and those blue eyes. So beautiful. So I have pictures of the sausage. Okay, it's the Swaggerty's Farm Quality brand, and doesn't look that healthy. but this baby sure does. I'm not going to show pictures of the baby though, because, you know, privacy is valued here. So here you go. So, a subscriber had suggested a book. Okay, the link to the book will be in the description box below. She said she was looking for prepper books on eBay, and she found this book written by a man by the name of Robert K. Spear, who is a former federal employee and a military man. The book was written and published in 1996. She said she flipped through the pages back to front as she normally does, seeing all the neat ideas on being self-sufficient in your home with food and water skills and in a globalist slavery world. And then she read the first chapter in the book that almost exactly lays out what's happening right now in this world as we speak. He talks about going to a military retreat summit and hearing the last speaker, who is a Russian higher-up, talking about having the American military top brass join the Russians to assist them. And this was before 1996. I only have this shot of the book cover, but if you can find it out there on eBay or other thrift bookstores, I recommend you buying it. Yes, I am going to buy it. But like I said, I found the book, so I'm going to leave the link in the description box below for you. She said it's not just for the hacks and ideas, but for the knowledge laid out in 1996 by this brave family man. Yeah, it's extremely, extremely interesting because I read a page of it and I was like, whoa, you know, it was one of those. So, this subscriber, she said, please share. I really like this American company. They make the best meats for a good price per pound. What you do is you order prepackaged box online and they will ship it to you frozen, packed via with dry ice. She said, I live in the hot state of Texas and all my meat arrived well packaged and frozen. They will offer discounts on their meat boxes as well as coupon codes like the one in the picture. I was lucky enough to snag a deal for 50% off a box for each subscription. Oh, not a bad deal, since I would be paying much more in the store for the amount of meat I got. Anyway, I just wanted to pass this on and get the word out. Okay, yeah. So I left the link in the description box below. So here's a picture of it, of the code and stuff like that. Okay, so here you go. Okay, so yesterday we talked about the pallets of baby formula that was sent to the border and to the Ukraine, right? But I didn't know how many pallets were brought there, and now I do. Evidently, this Border Patrol agent, okay, this whistleblower, has posted the recent shipment of pallets of baby formula earmarked for those illegally crossing our border. 7,734 pallets. 7,734 pallets. While our moms cannot find any in stores, these people, these moms who have walked across our border illegally, they can feed their babies while we cannot. We have to find other alternatives and substitutions in DIYs. She said, I agree with you There is no going back to what we knew as normal. There are no coincidences that so many food processing plants have had to shut down for a variety of reasons. That skyrocketing diesel gas costs have crippled our truckers and train deliveries. That ports are still clogged with unloaded ships. She said, remember, he who controls the food supply controls the people. He who controls the energy can control whole continents. He who controls the money can control the world. Henry Kissinger. 7,734 pallets. Because when I get emails like this, so my niece has a newborn who is 3 weeks early. I have ordered her formula, but now Sam's is out of stock. She lives in Missouri and she went to 4 stores and they are all out of stock. I'm going to have to buy it here in Florida and mail it to her. None of the Sam's have it in her area. We didn't order more, worried he would be switched, but I guess if he does, we will donate it. When I get emails like this, about people who live in one state are having to ship baby formula to another state to a premature baby. This is what ticks me off. We have 7,734 pallets of baby formula sitting at the southern border for illegal crossers so they can feed their babies, but we have a premature baby in Missouri. And her aunt has to send baby formula from Florida to Missouri so this child can eat. Please explain to me why us as parents are dealing with this right now. Is it because of that mashed potato that's in the office? I am sick. On to this before I get too pissed. She said, we have a funny, sad story that I thought I'd share with you. We are off-grid and pretty self-sustainable. Having prepped up for several years on non-perishables starting 3 years ago. So it's rare we have to go to the grocery store. However, we had to go into town and do some mailing, and my husband was thirsty. We stopped at one of the little grocery stores in town. He ran in and bought a single bottle of pop or soda and ran back out, jumped into the pickup, and cracked open his cold drink. He took a big swallow and immediately spit it out in the open window. He said, "That's disgusting. It's completely flat." He ran back in to exchange it and was gone for several minutes. I was thinking of going in to see if he got into a fight with the clerk over not wanting to exchange it. When he comes out with the new soda and a look of amazement on his face. I've been telling him some of the backyard garden family have been writing in saying that they're seeing a lot of expiration dates on food items. Well, it really hit home for him. My husband reached in, grabbed a soda, cracked it open, took a small sip and passed it to the clerk. Bad. Grabbed another, repeated it for 7 bottles until he finally found one that was good. The clerk is standing holding 8 open bottles, looking at my husband like, "Are you about done yet?" My husband said, hang on, let me look at these bottles. Every one of them expired in January 2020. Thank you for educating us on this issue. You're welcome. I'm sorry that your husband had to find out this way, but here's my message to your husband. I told you so. I can't express to you enough how important it is to really pay attention. Soda's one thing. Okay, soda. Who cares, right? We can repackage some things so they don't expire, so they live well on beyond their expiration dates. But if it takes that for him to listen, so be it. All right. Before I go, this subscriber says, I have already been preparing over the last several years. I was a Florida girl for over a decade and trying to get myself and my family ready for the unexpected. I recently made a purchase at Wally World in store, though I do also make some purchases online. I was sent an email from Walmart.com later that day, and the email is included below. I have it, so I'll show it to you. I never requested that Walmart store my in-store purchases online. This is something new. They are using my card that I have purchased with online and in-store to begin recording my purchases and can go back 12 months using the same card info. My gut says they are becoming more bold with tracking and cataloging customer purchases, perhaps targeting bulk, repeat, and key item purchases especially. I'm planning to purchase with cash from now on, even if it's less convenient for me. On another note, I was purchasing Walmart's canned chicken by the case, $19.98 for 12 single cans. Just last week it went up over 50% to $36 for that same case of 12 online. Yeah, I know. This is not the first I'm hearing of it. So here is the picture of her email. You can't see her email address, so don't worry. All right. All right, guys, I love you. I'll see you in the next one. You stay safe, you stay positive, you keep prepping, and as always, fearless.